Welcome back to another boot camp training, and this one's going to be exciting. This one, we're moving away from search engines, and we're going to talk about social media and how you can use a few little hacks and start pulling free organic traffic out of these major platforms and even monetize them. Now, I always want to remind you below the video, if you'll look, you're able to work with me on a deeper level, and I'd love to be able to do that. I've been able to help hundreds of people change their businesses around, start up a new business from scratch. If that's something that you would like to do and you haven't already did it, please fill out below. I would love to be able to work with you on a deeper level. Now, with this, back into the lesson, what we're going to do is today is really focus on three major platforms: LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And I'm going to show you some things that are literally going to blow your mind. And what happens is when you're dealing with free organic traffic, search engines is always going to be the number one thing we're going to use. That's going to be 90% of where all this traffic comes from. But there's certain cases when you have celebrity clients or A-list clients or that literally nagging client that just can't get that sort of traffic from search engines because the keyword just doesn't have enough traffic to support the amount of growth that they want to do. Then you have to get creative. So through my research and development, this is what I've been able to come up with. Now, for me to come up with this, I love sharing the oh-no's and ahas of my business. 95% of all the revenue that I make comes from my digital marketing agency. And I show up 2 or 3 hours a week and share this information back to you. So if I don't consistently do research and development, I don't have these cool things to show. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to jump into LinkedIn and we're going to focus on that. LinkedIn is literally one of the most incredibly important platforms that you should be doing on. And I'm going to briefly go over this right now, but if you haven't built out your LinkedIn profile to look like a landing page, you're really making a mistake. This is something that you can use to sell yourself and really promote yourself and look very professional. People check out LinkedIn, and it's very important. The title is going to be very important. If you can look, digital marketer, featured in Forbes Inc. as a marketing influencer to watch in 2017 for businesses. And if you'll notice, I even put a website right in the title. They go to that. I give them a free website audit. I'm also pulling leads from that. And I also put it in here. Notice I put my articles in here. I come down. One of the things that I really want to show you is I've got over 500 people that have recommended me. And that's incredibly, incredibly powerful when people see that. But also when you look at media, I've also got my Inc. and my Forbes article up, seeing that I'm one of the top influencers to watch in 2017 for that. That adds credibility to my profile. So if anybody checks me out, this is what normally businesses use to find out whether you're legitimate or not. Where else can they go? They can look at your personal website, they can look at your Facebook, maybe an Instagram, but literally this is where they're going to want to go. What are other business people saying about you? So without getting too in depth with that, I literally have about a 10 to 12 hour training in LinkedIn. And I'm just kind of brushing over exactly what needs to be important. If you haven't built this out, use my LinkedIn profile as an example that you should build yours by. And I'll go into that in greater depth if you decide to go below and get deeper training with me. But what I want to do is show you something right now. One of the things that I learned when I first started internet marketing is, I ran across Onyx training. And when I met Onyx always said how important it was for there to be list building. If you don't have an email list, it's the number one thing that you should do. And it's just smart business to have one. Well, if many of you don't even have an email list right now or would love to be able to add more people to your email list, I'm going to show you right now how LinkedIn has a little hidden built-in feature where they literally want you to pull your contacts out and build your list with. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come up here and go to My Network. We're going to click on My Network right here. And then what I want you to do is I want you to click on this number where it says My Connections right over here to the left. You notice I've almost got 5,000 connections. So I'm going to click on that. And then over here, right here, I'm hovering over right here where it says Manage Synced and Imported Contacts over to the right. I want you to click on that. So once we get here, I want you to see this page. And there's something that literally stands out. They've hidden this deep in here. They really don't want you to find it. I want you to look at this. Export contacts. What the hell is this? Well, let's click on it and let's see what it does. So we come here and here's what it says. Download an archive of your account data, posts, connections, and more. your data archive is ready. Hit download. I've already done that. And here's what you get. I want you to look at this. I've gotten all 4,900 contacts and their email. I've got their company, I've got their position, and I've got their email address all right there. Doesn't that blow you away? That if I had not one person in my email list, I now have 5,000 people in my email list. And this is something that LinkedIn is okay with. So what I'm trying to tell you right now, take advantage of this. I get into much deeper ways of showing you how to make this account grow and to literally have important targeted people that you can get in contact with to create revenue for your business. You should be blown away right now because it blew me away when I stumbled across this and found it. So who knows? Maybe I landed 1,000-person email list over to you that now you can start utilizing, and that's pretty powerful. So LinkedIn, I just showed you one way you can build an email list off of that. Another way is obviously write an article. They have an article feature right here where you can write an article. Obviously, if you write engaging content, you can have that driven back to your site. You know, it's not the greatest way to drive traffic, but I still have articles up that I do in LinkedIn and get published there. And you can do that right here by clicking this button right when you click on the N, and then right there, you can start writing articles. So that's LinkedIn. We have that covered. You've got a blown away feature showing that you got an email list hidden inside of LinkedIn by every person that you connect with. Now, what I want to also go into is Facebook. Facebook is one of the more popular and powerful things out there. It's huge. But how do you harness traffic from Facebook? Well, I'm going to save the grand finale on the very last bootcamp video about how I harness more Facebook traffic than ever. But I'm going to show you some ways right now. There are many different ways to do it. I'm going to show you ways right now that you can do. One of the ways that I've been able to harness traffic from it is I want you to look at this. If someone is a dog walker in Tampa Bay, Florida, or in Tampa, Florida, how many people are really searching for that in Google? Maybe 100 people a month. Of those 100 people, how many people are you really going to close? It's not enough to sustain a business. So what you have to do is break out of the search engines and start finding ways to drive traffic over to a business that doesn't use search engines. One of the ways that I found out from doing that is giveaways on Facebook. And when I talk about giveaways, this is what I'm talking about. And I'm going to pull this up really quick and let you take a look at it. But on Facebook, these are giveaways. And when we get into deeper training, I'm going to show you how you can get giveaways like this. And if you could see, this one reached 2,200 people have entered it. And if you look over here, this one right here actually captured 49,000 email addresses right here. This one right here. Crazy. Then when you look at this one, what better way if there's a restaurant that needs people or visibility or to have people focused on their page to even know, to remember that they're there, give away food. And man, this was popular. If you could see, 2,100 people entered this. Guys, if you're doing giveaways and if you're asking people to share the content to enter in, think about it. You know, if I was to share this myself, I've got 5,000 people on my Facebook friends. If I share that, now what if those 5,000 had 5,000 and those 5,000 share it out? You can see how this can go viral very, very, very quickly, or even in a local area. But what I'm saying is it gets visibility and traffic back to the business that they would never have before. So when we're literally talking about Facebook, I want you to think about giveaways. Now, I would love that we had the time for me to show you how to build the giveaway. I would love to do that. We do that in the deeper training. But man, if you really want to get Facebook popping for you, come up with a t-shirt giveaway. You can even go out and buy an Xbox. It'll cost you $300 for the promotion. So you're going to give away an Xbox for every person that shares this that is about this. Hopefully, there's light bulbs going off in your head. And when people share then you're hitting their friends and their friends and their friends. And that's how this thing blows up. That's how I've been able to get traffic from Facebook. Like I said, I have one other nuclear bomb that I'm going to drop on the very last bootcamp video that's going to show you how instantly you're going to be able to start driving traffic back to your site from Facebook or any social media. So stay tuned for that. So that's Facebook. We're talking about giveaways. Give things away, get people to share it. There's at least a dozen other ways to pull traffic out of here. I wanted to give you a way that you can start doing it right now. And you know what? There's sites like Canva that you can go to and you can start building these giveaways. Like Canva right now is a site where you can start building a nice, social media thing right here, saying that you're doing a giveaway, something like this. But Canva, remember that. You can build out a nice little poster about giving a t-shirt giveaway or an Xbox giveaway and ask people to share it, especially for businesses. Now, the next one I want to do that many of you said, well, man, I don't know how to pull traffic from Instagram. Instagram's a younger crowd, and Instagram's the millennials. And the millennials love this site more than any other one. They're on it consistently, especially with Instagram stories. They want to see what their friends are doing. They're consistently liking pictures, and it's strictly a picture website. You know, as you can see, I'm getting a tremendous amount of success with mine. I get about 1,200 likes for every picture that I put up. I've got about 36,000 followers. But what if I'm starting out from scratch and I want to start driving traffic instantly? Well, I'm going to show you a little hack that a lot of people don't know. Maybe you do know. I don't like using the bots. A lot of people, you can go out and you can buy bots that go out and like things, and then if they like it, they like you. I don't like that very much. And if you don't know, we get into that a little bit deeper. But what I want to show you is right now, a lot of people don't know that you can buy Instagram shout outs. You say, Cotton, what is an Instagram shout out? An Instagram shout out is I've got 36,000 followers. If I was to post a picture of you and your business and write under the caption here, check out your business, and I put your profile right here, then all of my people would see it. They would look at the picture and they would click on your profile. It would drive people back to your Instagram account, which would create followers for you. That's an Instagram shout out. Now, here's the thing. You can actually buy Instagram shout outs, and there's tons of them. All you got to do is put buy Instagram shout outs and search for them. But here's what'll blow you away. What if I told you that I could buy a shout out from Angelina Jolie for about $500 going out to 7 million people? You can sit here, you can select the options right here, Instagram name right here, and you do it by the hours. If you want 6 3-hour features, that's $700. If you want one 1-hour feature, it's $100. So for $100, you can get into Angelina Jolie's 7.5 million. I'm just giving you one example of how that can drive people back to your site. So I want you to imagine, so that's one way to grow your account. Celebrity shout outs, other people's shout outs. You can buy a shout out on anyone's account if you've got enough money. That drives traffic. Influence drives traffic. Another way is buying an Instagram account, a brand new account. If you have an Instagram account, let's say that you want to get into affiliate marketing. Let's say you want something that's niched out. Well, look, there are categories that we can buy stuff from. Real estate, quotes, text, animals, personal training, luxury, humor, movies, nutrition, sports, bikes, all of this sort of stuff. So let's just pick one, business services. Excuse me. And when we look here, here's a luxury account right here with 70,000 followers. Now, what do you think would happen if I was selling luxury items? I bought this for $1,600. I wanted to sell affiliate products, luxury affiliate products, and I got a shout out from Angelina Jolie. Do you think that I'm going to get some traffic going back to a website? Yes or no? And that's what we call social media stacking, when we stack things together and build traffic back there. But I've done this before. So now you've learned 2 tricks about Instagram. One, you can buy shout outs to help build your following. Secondly, you can buy brand new accounts if you want under any category, even fashion and style. You can pick up your own account for next to nothing. For $200, you can get a men's fashion site with 10,000 followers, 11,000. It might be worth the headache just buying one of these accounts and you just taking it over versus you building your own. something to think about. Guys, what I've shown you with social media is absolutely mind-bending. And we get into this much, much, much deeper below the video. If you haven't signed up, please do so. I want to be able to show you how you can send all this free traffic in greater depth. I've showed you some secrets about LinkedIn. We've showed you some secrets about Facebook. We've also showed you how to penetrate Instagram and literally get blown away. Get out and get your Instagram account. I'm telling you, Instagram is going to be one of these things. It's not going away. It's going to be the second biggest platform behind Facebook very, very soon. And don't sleep on LinkedIn. Get that profile built. We'll be back with more information, guys. Fill out that information below if you haven't.